Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about being a trader. So, what is trading? Well, as a day trader, that's what we do. We are day trading. And as the name says, we are trading within one day. So, we can trade in 5 minutes, we can trade 10 minutes, an hour, 5 hours, and close your positions, and you are done for the day. All right. So, what are we doing? We are doing either long, then the stock is going up. So we are going long if the stock is going long, and we are going short if the stock is going down. All right. So we can make profit whether the stock is going up or down. It doesn't matter for us, right? It does not matter. What you have is a green button to buy long and a red button to go short. All right. Short means going down. Long means going up. So that's what we do, and we are taking profit along the way, closing your position, you are done for the day. All right. So that's what a day trader is. Now, who is day trading for? All right. Day trading is for everyone. It doesn't matter if you are a plumber or a banker, it doesn't matter. All right. You do not need a PhD in chaos theory. You don't need that, or university degrees or any other things, right? Anybody can learn this. What it takes time. All right? Takes time to learn. Nothing is prepared on the silver platter and everybody knows how to do it. No, it really, really takes time. Imagine you have to go play a basketball game, right? You're gonna train, right? You're gonna train for a month, 6 months, a year, whatever it takes to get ready, to prepare for that game you are coming up to. All right. So that's what everybody has to go through. And it doesn't matter your background, it does not matter. You need to train. And the only way to train is coming in, listen, exercise, practice, practice, practice. All right. So that's what we got to do. Now, how long does it take to learn how to day trade? Well, it is very individual. It's not one standard that you can say, well, if you're gonna start now, within 3 or 6 months, you will be ready to start trading for real money, right? Because you've been practicing for this amount of time. Some people are ready after 3 months, some people after 6 months, all right? So it all depends on you, how fast you are in learning, and how much screen time you are giving it, right? Screen time, what I mean by screen time is, imagine a pilot, right? He's taking flight simulation hours, all right? So one pilot has 1,000 hours in simulating how to fly an airplane. The other one has 5,000 hours of simulating trading on flying an airplane, right? So the one that's simulated in 5 hours on the simulator will be much more and better prepared, right? So it really, really takes time, and it up to each and every one of you how much time you want to dedicate for this in your learning curve, and you're going to learn it. You're going to learn it like everybody else has, all right? Everybody who is in the system and doing this every single day, they've been going through this, all right? They've been practicing for a long time. They start trading slowly. And now we're going to talk about mistakes, right? Everybody is making a lot of mistakes. Everybody, all right? Now, there are three different kinds of people out there on the mistakes part, right? So you can either be making mistakes and keep doing those mistakes again and again and again, right? Now, the second one is you make a mistake, you analyze your mistake, and you try to avoid it from now on so you don't make the same mistake again, all right? And then there is the third part. The third part are the ones who are listening to other people who made those mistakes and they don't need to make them in the first place. All right. So, very, very important. The mistakes you're going to make, you got to learn from them. That's why the practice comes in. Whatever times it takes, practice is alpha and omega. Now, there's a lot of people out there who is saying Trading is gambling. Well, if you don't know what you're doing, then yes, it is gambling because you are crossing your fingers, hoping that the trade is going to go your way, right? Either whether it is either it is going long or short, it doesn't matter. But you are crossing your fingers and hoping that the stock is going to listen to you. The market will listen to you. The universe will listen to you, right? Well, no, no, it doesn't work like this. What we are doing right now, what we are doing is we we are not looking for a 50-50 trade. All right, that's crossing fingers and hoping. So the percentage wise it needs to be above 80 and above. All right, 80 and above percentage on the trade that you're going to take. That is the statistics that you want to be in a trade of a stock, right? It doesn't matter if it's Tesla, it doesn't matter what it is. Now I just have Tesla up here, so just to show you what it did, right? But 80 and above. And the most important is your management, right? Risk management. So if for people saying that this is um, gambling, well, for people who know what they're doing, it is like playing poker, but you can see your opponent cards, all right? You can see their cards, they cannot see yours. That's what we are doing in here. If you wanna look at it as a gambling um, kind of view, right? Anyway, but that's what we do. But management, very, very important because this is how you are risking. What are your risks? You're getting into a trade and say, all right, I want to take this trade. What am I risking? The first question that needs to go through your head is, how much are you willing to risk? Are you going to risk 100 to make 300? Or like we do, we are risking $10, $20 to make 300 or 400 or 500, right? Minimize your exposure, your risk to being negative, to the risk of losing money. All right? That's not what you want. You want to be on the safe side, right? So safe side is risk management. All right, the second part is psychology, right? Psychology plays a huge role in what we do. So every time in the beginning at least, right, for the new people, they are taking a trade, they're sweating in the palms, the heart is beating, right? Your stomach is going upside down, watching it with hog eyes to see if you're going to move to your direction and all. That's in the beginning, all right? It's going to happen to everybody. After a while, though, you're doing it again and again and again and again, then suddenly those things go away because you are certain the stock is going to move that direction that you want because you know how to read a chart now, all right? And you move your stops along the way. You move your stops up. So you are protecting yourself, protecting yourself, protecting yourself nonstop, moving your stops up, all right? Now, a lot of new people who are coming in after watching a movie about the Big Short or whatever, some scene that somebody's playing a lot of stocks and making $1 billion, driving Maseratis and Porsche and stuff like this, don't listen to this kind of crap, all right? Don't listen. You want to be consistent in your trading. That means you want to be green every single day. It doesn't matter if it's 100, 200, 300, 500. Don't worry about the amount, especially when they're new. All right. $50 today, if you are a new trader, will become 100, will become 300, 500, 1,000, right? Because it takes time to build it up, not just only your account, but your confidence, and you know how to read a chart. So now in the beginning, you might take, I don't know, 10 shares. Afterwards, you would be taking 50, you would be taking 100, you would be taking 500 shares of the same ticker. Yeah. Now, there's a lot of new traders coming into the trading, and they're being lucky, let's say, for the first one, two, three times that they're trading, and they say, "Oh, it's so easy." No, it's not. All right. It's not easy. This is bloody hard. And it's very, very risky because you can lose your whole account. If you don't know what you're doing, you haven't been practicing, you're going to lose it all. All right. And then you're going to be crying. So practice, know what you're doing before you take a trade. All right. So let's say those people are coming in, making few trades, being winners, green, it's bloody easy. Ha ha ha. All right. What's happening next? The next thing that's going to go, it's going to phase two, right? Phase two, they're going to lose everything they made and then some. All right. Phase three. Oh, I'm going to put indicators on. Oh, a lot of indicators. There are thousands of indicators out there. So let's put more and more indicators that will help you to trade. Nah, it's not going to happen. All right. Indicators are tools. You need to know what tool to use for the right thing. If you want to, if you have a nail, you want to hammer something, you're not going to take a screwdriver. You need to take a hammer. And according to the size, if you're going to take a small hammer, a medium hammer, big hammer, right? Whatever it is, you need to have the right tool to be able to make the right trade. All right, so those people now who put all those indicators start having really, really bad days because they still haven't learned how to read the chart. They are in listening to whomever they're listening to, and now they are picking up bad habits. All right, this is procedure number three, picking up bad habits. Now, bad habits has the tendency, they are really, really difficult to get rid of. All right, really hard to get rid of bad habits. All right, so now time passes by and they are getting to know more and more of how it is to trade and what to look for and all that, right? Now, the more they know, they get to know now, they are realizing now how little they know. All right. So now we are going over to a next phase, phase four. Phase four is all right, now I know what to look for. I know what the chart is telling me because the chart is telling you a story. I can read the chart now. I'm going to remove all those indicators that are put in because they are useless. All right. Out, 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 all of them out. Keep the ones that you really, really need, whatever it is, right? I'm not going to tell you right here, right now, what the indicators are and how to use them. That's for another chapter. But now you are getting rid of all the things because you are realizing what it is trading is about. And all of these things takes really, really long time to learn, all right? It takes a long time to. That's why I'm saying to you guys, you need to practice. So what I mean by practice is paper trading. You paper trade nonstop every single day. All right. Not for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You got to put in the times, hours every single day. Learn how to practice, learn how to paper trade, not to make those mistakes when you start trading. Make your mistakes in your practice, and but you got to keep it realistic, right? You're not going to take 1,000 shares of Tesla and say, "Oh, I made 100,000." All right? No, no, no. You're going to be realistic. If you in real life, you're going to take 20 shares, 30 shares, 50 shares. You got to keep it at that level. Same level in your paper trading. So that's what we do every single day from pre market. I mean, it's like 2 hours before the market opens and all the way up to the market close. That's we are doing in here every single day. We are looking at charts, we are analyzing, we are looking at the psychology levels, we are looking at the macroeconomics, geopolitical, new laws being implemented, what the Fed is doing, the yield, the gold, the dollars, the oil. I mean, there are so many things you got to keep up with, right? But as a technical trader, because that's what you are when you are doing day trading, you are a technical trader. You do not care about what's in the pipeline of Tesla, who is in the steering wheel, what are the macroeconomics of Tesla, what are the impacts, what are the There are so many questions, but that's for investors, all right? That's investing in Tesla or another company. It doesn't really matter. But that's putting money in a stock that you're going to keep years, all right? That's investment. That's not what we do. We are technical traders. We are reading the chart and saying if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. That's what we do. All right. Now, I said for a while ago, I was talking about those bad habits, right? Now, bad habits, it's something that you're going to collect along the way, trading with different styles. All right. There is no such thing as this is the right style and everything else is wrong. Does not exist. Don't listen to those people say you got to do it my way or it's wrong. No, it doesn't. As long as you are profitable, as long as you are green consistently every single day, all right, you keep doing it. Keep doing it. It works. You keep doing it. But if you are, let's say, one green, one red, one green, two red days, then means that you are doing something wrong. You need to change your strategy. All right. You are the problem. So you need to pinpoint where is your problem. Is it your entries? Is it your exits? Is it your psychology? Is it your persuasion that the stock is going to go up when it goes down and you're hoping it's going to reverse, all right, and go your way? There are so many things in bad habits that you need to figure out what it is because you picked it up along the way and you've done it so many times and get rid of it. But it takes time to get rid of bad habits, all right? So, to round up, everybody's welcome. Everybody, the only thing you need to know, and there's only one thing, all right? Speak English because everything is in English. You need to understand what we are talking about when we are saying whatever it is. You need to speak English, all right? That's the only criteria. You can have 1,000 share in your pocket. It doesn't matter. You need to learn how to trade. So money in your pocket has nothing to stop you of learning how to trade. All right? Because things are going to get worse out there. AI is going to take a lot of jobs. All right? So you might have a job today, you might not have it tomorrow. So what this is, what we are doing in here, you are getting another tool to be able to make a profit, to be able to pay your car loan, your rent, your whatever it is, right? Another income. That's very important for people to understand that this gives you freedom, all right? Freedom. You don't need to work for 7, 8, 9 hours a day. You can be working 1, 2 hours. Finally, when you have already learned how to trade, 1, 2 hours a day. And you are free the rest of the day to do whatever you like. You can trade from wherever you like. So that gives you freedom. It's just another tool in your arsenal of tools that you can work as a waiter, you are a plumber, but hey, you know what? I'm also a trader. I can also make money and make a living from there as well. All right? Anyway, that's just food food for thought. All right, thanks everybody.